Hey guys, I'm Matt Zardem and I'm hoping you're all having a great week so far. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over and discussing dividend investing and why I've chosen this form of investing over other forms like day trading and swing trading and things like that. Now, let's get into it. Alright guys, now before we go over the basics, how about you like and subscribe if you're also into dividend investing? But seriously, let's start off with discussing what a dividend actually is. Now, a dividend in an example is if you are buying into a stock, for example, you buy a Commonwealth Bank of Australia share for $60. Now you technically own a part in that company, and now that company will pay you a dividend. Now, if you buy a share in an ETF, they also have dividends, but are known more commonly as distributions. Most ETFs pay out quarterly, whereas most ASX stocks pay out twice a year, but sometimes you may get the occasional extra bonus dividend. Now, let's go over an example of how much you can get paid. So, let's go back on that CBA purchase, but instead of buying one stock, we had $1,000 to invest. So we were able to buy 16 shares in Commonwealth Bank. Now let's have a look at their recent dividends. Now bear in mind, especially being a bank at the moment, this could be cut very soon. But for our example and their history, we can safely say they usually pay out around $2 per share. The occasional $2 one, the occasional $2.30, the occasional $1.90. And they pay out twice a year. So now we can figure out on an annual basis, we can make $4 per share. So our 16 shares, valued at $960, will earn us $64 per annum. So let's have a look at the estimated dividend yield. It is 6.5%. And let's see what we got with our return on investment. So based off a 6.5% dividend, we should receive roughly $62.40, but we actually made it. Both payouts were $2, which equals $64. So it's a tiny bonus, but money's money, right? And it's still very close to their estimated dividend yield of 6.5%. So now let's go over an example on how to compound grow your investments. Alright, so once again, let's stick to CBA, as we are familiar with their price and dividend. And what the aim of compound investing is to reinvest your paid out dividends. So if the stock price did not go up, we would be able to actually buy one stock with that $64 dividend. But I suggest you save up a bit more and do a little bit bigger increments in investing, because here in Australia, we don't really have a Robinhood app or, for example, an M1 Finance app where they have no brokerage fees, but there are a few similar apps out there now, but still not the same. So your small investments can get chewed up fast with fees. As with, for an example, with CommSec trading, the brokerage fee is $20 for any investment under $1,000. So I'd suggest maybe investing once a month with some saved up money and also then reinvesting the earned dividends to try and set up a budget to stick to and say, okay, I'll put $150 per week away for investing. So every month I can invest $600 into a company, which will cost me $20 for a brokerage fee, but it's a lot better off than investing every week $150 and then 4 weeks into the month, you've spent, $20 times 4, that's $80 on just brokerage fees alone. So with compounding, consistency is key, because once you stick to it and once the ball gets rolling, you'll be amazed at how much your portfolio will actually grow, because you'll be investing more and more every month and investing your dividend payouts each time, which then increases the amount you get paid. And this is where compounding really takes off. So as long as you pick solid companies that you definitely understand with a half decent dividend yield to suit your goals, then you're set to start investing today to growing a passive income to better your future. Alright guys, so let's just give you a quick little example here of my Google spreadsheet with my current portfolio excluding Commonwealth Bank. I should be picking up some Commonwealth Bank soon, as on Friday they dipped back down into the 50s and they're currently sitting at $59.60. So just so you guys have a little rough idea, here's all my calculated annual dividends that I should be receiving. So in this right hand side here, we've got all my planned out dividend income. So as you can see from AGL, I'll be receiving about $220. All of these are on an annual, and most of these companies, except for the ETFs, like discussed earlier, the ETFs pay out 4 times a year, whereas most companies on the ASX pay out 2 times a year. So as we can see here, my calculated annual income so far is going to be around about $1,624. That's with all these annual dividends per share. These were averaged out and calculated over about 8 payouts. So it'll be $1,624 annually. And down here, which is my main aim, my total income per month, even though some stocks won't be paying out per month, but divided by 12, I'll be roughly earning around about $135.38 of passive income per month, which is beautiful. Alright guys, and if you like the look of these Google spreadsheets, let me know down in the comments if you want me to give you a how-to on how to make one of these. But there's definitely a lot of videos out there on YouTube with a lot more people with more knowledge about the Google spreadsheets than me. But I highly recommend making one because you can combine your portfolio with how much money you're making on your gains and your losses, annual dividends, annual incomes, and then even once I start getting them, I'll be making a graph with all the dividend payments. So just let me know down in the comments if you want me to make a little video, but for now, let's go on to the next bit. So that'll probably just about wrap things up. And let me know in the comments if you guys are investing in today's market or if you're holding off. Go and check out my other videos and you'll see one of my recent ones where I invested around about $22,000 into the market. So me, I'm investing a little bit in the market at the moment, but let's see what you guys are doing. Alright, and that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please can you go and like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.